clock is ticking to get hundreds of homeless people living in Sacramento County motels into permanent housing now that the county is shutting down a pandemic-era motel program. Fox 40's Karma Dickerson joining us live from one of the county's Project Roomkey sites that is set to shut down, Karma, in the very near future.
Yes, Eric, and at this point, the county says that they are trying to get as many of these motel residents into permanent housing as possible. Their goal, they say, is to be able to offer at least 2 reasonable alternatives to people. But of course, in many cases, it may not be that simple.
About 210 people are still calling the Vagabond and Comfort Inns home. They're the last of what at one point were 4 motels contracted with the county, housing about 650 people over the course of the pandemic.
We master leased motels in order to get the elderly, most medically fragile, unhoused people off of the streets in an effort to protect them from contracting COVID.
As the federal and state COVID-19 emergency response is wound down, so has funding for Project Roomkey. Sacramento County spokesperson Jana Haynes estimates the costs at $4,000 a month per person, covering housing, meals, and medical services.
The purpose of this program was never to be a long-term shelter and certainly not long-term housing. We want to move people out of their homelessness.
Tuesday, the Sacramento County Board of Supervisors voted to put a timeline on that, tentatively setting the Vagabond location program to end June 30th, 2023. And the Comfort Inn location to end October 31st. The $6.3 million allocated at Tuesday's meeting will keep the project running through that time and cover the cost of new housing for residents, as well as fund 5 housing specialists.
You're now dedicating people just to these clients and helping kind of navigate their acute needs, both from a housing standpoint, but also from a medical standpoint.
Some of the guests will need permanent supportive care, such as hospice, while others will need help navigating more mundane renter logistics. Haynes says clients are required to be proactive in working with their housing navigators in securing proper identification, documentation, and finding and applying for housing, as well as helping to pay for it if they are able.
If people don't accept the options that we provide for them, they can be exited from the program. You know, we're committed to offering people at least 2 reasonable housing options, and if they decline those options, we cannot maintain this program indefinitely.
Well, I would hope sort of very simple, straightforward instructions. Here's what it's going to take for you to be document ready.
Bob Erlenbush with the Sacramento Regional Coalition to End Homelessness says he hopes the housing navigators are trained to take clients' preferences into account to increase the likelihood that people take the housing offered.
I hope that the county can find housing for these people in this very tight housing market. It would be unconscionable for these people to become homeless again.
And so I asked the county how realistic they think that is to actually be able to get people into these homes. And they said, you know, they're committed to trying to find options. However, they said candidly that it has been hard to transition people out of these motel rooms in the past. They say to get into permanent housing, they say in part because a lot of, according to them, people don't necessarily want to leave. There are a lot of supportive services here. We heard that there's food, there is support for medical conditions. And a lot of people, they say, are not necessarily eager to leave this situation. However, they say this program is coming to an end, so both parties need to work together to try to find a solution. Reporting from Sacramento, I'm Karma Dickerson, Fox 40 News.